Well, broke my glasses again. Yeah. Scary number on the odometer, load updates, Rusty, and more on this episode of
The Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before live and very, very fuzzy studio audience. Yeah, it's almost grooming time. Yep, you know him, you love him. Joe can't live without him. That's Rusty, the world famous meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Yeah, remember months ago when I was in Brazil, Indiana, and I had those metal frame glasses and managed to drop them on the floor, and I somehow stomped on them and I busted off both sides. Well, yeah. Well, I dropped them again the other day, and I had those frames that I got at that Vision Works, where they were just able to pop my lenses into just something to get me by, and I think you charged me $29 for those frames. Well, yeah, the left side one busted off on the on that, you know, get me through pair until I could finally get in to get an eye appointment and get the full thing again. And well, you know, it had been long enough, and I guess those pair showed how cheap they were. Yeah, because that left side busted off, and so I have my Gorilla Glue. See, I always keep it right here. I always got the Gorilla Glue, baby. Yeah, oh yeah. And was able to glue it back on, but of course then I couldn't fold them closed anymore. So I was talking to my wife about this, and I'm like, all right, they're glued for now. And this was after I delivered, you know, Friday morning in Coleman, Alabama, at the Walmart Distribution Center. That went fine. And then I had to run over to the Memphis, Tennessee area to pick up a load of like Gatorade, you know, Pepsi products and stuff going down to, oh yeah, Missouri City in the Houston area. And so I had a little bit of time over the weekend to do that load. And so I was talking to her on the phone, and I said, well, she said, well, can you get like at least an eye exam somewhere? Let me look. So when I was getting unloaded at the Pepsi there in Byhalia, Mississippi, which is the Memphis area, I found an America's Best up there in Collierville, I think, Tennessee. I saw it was a shopping center, so I figured I could probably at least park the truck behind it, which I was able to do, and got in there. I got my eye exam, because it had been at least 2 years since I had an eye exam. Got that, and I was like, all right, look, here's what I got. I busted these now. Do you have anything else? You know, because, see, when I was younger, it seems like there was always like a 1 hour optical thing where you could get glasses done like in a day. Well, you know, it doesn't seem to exist anymore. And plus, I need bifocals. I need the progressive bifocals. So those are going to cost more and take longer. But they did have these frames, which I got, and they even have the flexing thing, so hopefully I won't bust them. They were able to pop the lenses that I currently still had into these, so at least I have something to get me by. And then, so I had the new prescription, just a little bit of a change, so not much. Picked out some other frames, and I said, look, there's no America's Best anywhere near me where I live in Cheyenne, Wyoming, so they're going to mail them to me, which is fine. And then I figured, well, since I had to pay for this other frame, then maybe when I'm out on the road again, I can find another America's Best once I get my new pair and bring this frame in and say, okay, now I want the new prescription in here, so I have a backup pair. What do you think? Because yes, I've learned my lesson about not having a backup pair of glasses as a truck driver. So at least was able to take care of some stuff that I kept saying, well, I've never seemed to be home long enough to do this, and if I do it's on a weekend or a night, the yada yada. So I got that taken care of, and for now I have another, you know, temporary pair just to get me through. Okay, so that load, like I say, picked up in Byhalia, Mississippi, Memphis area. Luckily, I thought it was going to be pretty bad going back through Memphis on a Friday afternoon, but it wasn't that bad because it was the day after Thanksgiving. Made it over to Earl, Arkansas, and shut down there. Then the next day, I made it down to Carthage, Texas. Stayed there, and then early Monday morning, drove on into the Houston area for my delivery at Missouri City, Houston. Missouri City, Houston Metro. And then I picked up my next load, like I mentioned in the last video, that I had booked through Coyote, picking up, and that was right now near downtown Houston. And there was a building burned out on the way down there. Yeah, not the best area. Recycled clothing going to someplace in Denver, where obviously they're going to shred it up and recycle it. And so I got that delivering tomorrow. Today being Tuesday night, the 3rd of December, and this delivers tomorrow, the 4th, in the Denver area. If you remember my video a few videos ago where my son got hit by that girl in the car, and of course they total out his car. So after I deliver, I'm going to run over to a couple of dealers there that we've bought from before in the Denver area and try to look at some cars and see if I can find something for around the money that Progressive is going to give us from that girl smashing into his car, so he can get a replacement car, because they only paid for the rental car for like a few days. Thanks, Progressive. I have them for my commercial insurance now, but I thought that was kind of chicken crap. Yeah, our customer hit you and now kept you without a car, and we finally 2 weeks later decided what we're going to give you for that, and we only gave you a rental car for a few days. Sorry. That's always the lousy side of being involved in a wreck, so I'm going to go look at some tomorrow and see if we can find something that might work for them. Then, on an up note, I did get the Lignite again. It's supposed to pick up Wednesday, but I won't make the Wednesday pickup. I'm going to have to pick it up Thursday morning in Glen Rock, Wyoming, and do the one-day turnaround to get it to Rothschild, Wisconsin for Friday before 2:30 p.m., which I can do. I've done it a few times before. So that's where we stand now. So, yeah, I'll run through the house real quick on Wednesday night, pick up a couple of things, throw a couple of things, and I got to get up towards Glen Rock. Yeah, didn't get to be home for Thanksgiving, so hopefully at least I can spend a couple of days at the house over Christmas and maybe actually get some of the other crap done I've been meaning to do for a week. So what do you think? Oh yeah, and the other day while I was driving, hit the scariest odometer number you could see. Hello! And while I was in the Memphis area, actually I did get the truck and trailer finally washed. Trying to get some of those Bambi guts off too, so check this out. Alright, actually got the truck and trailer washed here. Sun's about to go down, so now that I just came out the bay, I'm going to jump out so you can see it, maybe before it gets filthy again. Alright, there it is. There's Rusty up in the window. So, we got it all cleaned up. There's the Blue Beacon in North Little Rock, Arkansas. Ta-da! Yeah, Blue Beacon doesn't do the best job, since this being a darker color, you know, it needs to be scrubbed, but they just, that's all they do, and charge $90 for that. Well, just a quick update. I noticed it'd been almost a week, so I thought I better throw something up there. And then, of course, you know who gets his you know what, need I say more? Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe, please like and comment. Get your comments as soon as I can. Sometimes takes a few days because I'm a working truck driver. Clutch Trucker on Instagram, Clutch Trucker on Twitter, X, Clutch Trucker 5 on TikTok. And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust, Clutch and Rusty. Out. Yeah. Were those seats hot or what? I'm afraid to look at my ass. I'm afraid I got griddle marks on my ass. Alright, you ready, Mr. Spaz? There it is. Oh yeah, all over it. All over it. Like white on rice. Like hair on a gorilla. And Rusty enjoying his bacon strip bounty. Oh, see, that's where that song comes from. Sing it with me, because he's a bacon strip dog. He's a bacon strip dog. Sometimes he eats too fast and he starts to cough. He's a bacon strip dog. You got more crumbs down there, buddy. Get him. Get him.